Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. You must be getting tired of seeing that.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Complete to Christian Kirk. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. All right, T. Let's check. All right, T.
Now Murray. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0. Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 25 on second down. Murray, left side here, caught by Clay. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on third down, Murray, flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Bridge downfield. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mariota, eluding the pressure right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. There he goes, left side, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the defense forces the fumble, they get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota hands to Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he locates Walker, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball. Few of those to actually hit in order to...
Left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This is taken around the 12. Ooh, the juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check it.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals will extend their lead on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Darius Philon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Buying time to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting him.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, but it's